Hey there, tubes. It's kind of boring today. It's super hot outside. I've been in the house all day. There's not much to do in there. So I decided to give you guys an update on the Moldspool fridge, free fridge that I got for free a couple weeks back. This week I started the cleaning process. I pulled all the doors off. I pulled all the shelves out, and I pulled all the buckets out, and I cleaned those in soap and water. And this past week, on Friday, I pulled the fridge outside without the doors, and I soaped up the inside, I soaped up the outside, and I hosed it off with a garden hose. And she's nice and clean now. Nice and clean. As far as the door seals, they didn't get totally clean, but it's good enough, in my opinion. I can only do so much as far as cleaning it. And here's the inside. The door is nice and clean. As you see here, there's a little bit of stains on the door seal. But that's okay. It's good enough in my opinion. I can only do so much. And the doors I cleaned with soap and water, and I hosed them off with a garden hose. They're nice and clean now, better than what they were. And these little shelves here, they got some scuffing from items being put on them for years. But as long as they're not busted, that's no problem. On the plastic shelves, there's no mold on them anymore. They're nice and shiny. Buckets are nice and clean. The inside is nice and clean. The edge around where the door seals is nice and clean. It was pretty dirty before. And I also cleaned the bottom vent. I cleaned it with soap and water and a toothbrush. And I hosed it off with a garden hose. And now she's nice and clean. And before I even started hosing off the fridge, I vacuumed out or blew out the bottom, condenser. Because it was pretty dust bunny-ish. Very dirty. And the fridge is currently a stockpile area for my flavored bottled water. The fridge is not currently plugged in. I'll tell you why in a second. And the freezer area is nice and clean. Of course, I pulled the door off and I soaped it up with soap and water. And I later on hosed it with a garden hose after I got done. Nice and clean. There was a decal right here when I got the fridge. And there was a decal right there. They had traces of black mold on them. So I took some WD-40 and I scraped them off after spraying them. And now you can't even tell that they were there. Freeze area is nice and clean. And the reason why the fridge is currently unplugged is because I got a new freezer fan motor on order for it. Because the freezer fan motor that's in the fridge now is pretty noisy and pretty groany. And I went on eBay and I found one for $18, a brand new one with free shipping. You can't beat that price. Of course, it cuts into my profits, but after I fix the fan motor, I'll still be making a decent profit. So it's not a total big loss, you know. But yeah, the fridge is pretty clean now. Several times better than what it was. What it was a basket case. And I'll make a video of me replacing the fan motor. It's an aftermarket one made to fit a bunch of model fridges. But yeah, I'll make a video of me replacing the freezer fan motor soon once I get it. I ordered it yesterday, so it'll probably be here the middle of this coming week. Not the best job on the door seals, but they're good enough. After all, it's a cheap old fridge. What do you expect? And yeah, whatever. And that concludes this video. Bye.